So now we're going to look at the back step when the person has gotten all the way over and started to stabilize their position. Okay, so as I was saying before, people will put their hands on the floor when they back step. If they put hands on the mat, we can scoot out behind them and try to go to the Jedi mind trick. Okay, if he's cross-facing me or overhooking me, my options will be different. Okay, so he's gotten to the other side here. Just give me your right leg and sit on that side. So he's made it successfully, okay, all the way over to the back step here. Okay, he came from this side. I had the underhook, which is this arm. Let's just rewind it there. More. Okay, and he's got all the way over. Okay, he has my head. Go back. If his hands stay on the floor, okay, I should be able to extend behind him. Okay, if he moves fast, okay, before I'm ready, and he drops, he controls my head here. Okay, now we need to start thinking about our positioning and understanding what's important. Okay, so let's just go through the basics of where we want to position ourselves and what's dangerous from the back step position here, and we'll get into some sweeps and different options later. Okay, but for now, we messed up our anticipation. Okay, he got all the way over and he's sitting down heavy here and he has the cross face. Okay, so some variations Adam will try to do. One is keep this cross face really, really tight here. Okay, and then try to use his free hand to be grabbing my legs. Okay, and now he's twisted my body severely. Okay, my head is looking this way, my hips are looking that way, I have no power. Okay, and he'll try to use his other leg there, free the leg, boom, and then pass. Okay, so he'll have his leg in, he has the cross face, and he's using his free arm to pull my legs down to this side. Okay, and the second thing he can use this arm for is a full underhook, keep his head low. Okay, and then basically try to do the exact same thing, but with the underhook instead of grab the leg. So he drags back. Okay, tries to just sit on the ground, kick your leg out, and try to kick his leg out of there. Okay, so the main theme here, okay, for both positions is that your head is being controlled and he's committing his arm here nice and tight to your head. Okay, so this arm is stuck, and what I want to be doing with this arm is either hugging his hips, okay, we'll actually just walk 180. So I want to be either hugging his waist, okay, nice and tight. I can be holding on to the back of the collar here, okay, and I can also feed this lapel, okay, around and get a grip here. Can you just not lean back? Okay, so I have this grip here, I have this grip here, or I have tight on the waist. Okay, so because I have my underhook, he sat down, this arm is stuck, so I'm going to go here, here, okay, or here. Okay, with my underhook arm here, I actually don't really care if he underhooks me. Okay, if he does this, this will benefit me and enable me to sweep him in some different ways. Okay, if he reaches for my legs here like this, okay, I can use my free arm and break the grip, try to drag my legs. So I can just try to drag my legs and move, like back up like I'm passing. Okay, so just keep breaking this grip. If you pull him into an underhook and he holds you, this will be fine. I'll show you why in 2 seconds. This arm is back holding the waist, collar or lapel. This arm is just elbow tight here, okay, looking to control that arm. I just don't want him grabbing and then pulling my legs to the side here, okay, and I also don't want him potentially attacking my legs in a leg lock, okay, so we'll get into that now. So my arms are over here. This one, I can embrace the underhook here, okay, or I can be using my free arm to be breaking his grip, okay, so that's what my hands are doing. Now let's look at the legs. So the usual way that you triangle your legs, okay, in half guard, especially once you've had the knee torque, if Adam goes back. So look, I have the knee torque. So when he back steps, okay, the usual or the best feeling way to triangle your legs is this way. Okay, but the problem here is if he drags my legs back, okay, my legs will easily get folded down. Okay, so when I triangle them the opposite way, this allows me to press through my foot, okay, push my hips into the back of the knee here, opening this knee out. Okay, and now if he tries to drag my legs, I'm supported by that bottom leg. Okay, and this is not fake, it's not Adam just not really trying. It's incredibly difficult to drag the legs like this. His only hope maybe is kicking my post with his leg for a second and then trying to drag, but it's quite easy for me to be stubborn here and replace. Okay, so this is the configuration with the legs we want once someone has backstep. Okay, is triangling with my legs inside of his, okay, opening my knee, and then trying to put some pressure on his knee here and almost like lift his hips off the ground. Okay, you're not trying to, but you want good pressure here. The danger of this, guys, okay, is the knee bar. Okay, this leg is completely exposed. Okay, my leg is right in between his legs. When we triangle the other way, okay, we prevent the knee bar, okay, because this leg is hidden. Okay, but while we prevent the knee barring, we lose in ability to get past. So a better compromise is to put ourselves into the knee bar position, but understand that my leg is vulnerable and just act accordingly, okay? So I'm not just doing this and leaving this leg out easily for him to attack. I'm being conscious here, and that is also a benefit of catching the underhook, okay? Or just hooking him tight to you in general, okay? Now if he tries to attack a knee bar, okay, absolutely no way. Okay, if I let go, he can go with both arms, okay, and start attacking my legs. So I'm putting myself into a slightly vulnerable position, but I'm aware of it, okay, and I can mitigate it by holding him close to me, okay? I can hook his head even. If he's grabbing my legs, okay, I can be breaking the grip here, okay, and just staying nice and tight, pulling him close to me. Okay, so I don't want my legs getting dragged, okay, and I need to make sure that I am very aware of the knee bar here, okay, so keeping him tight to me. So that's why these grips are good here or the lapel, because it controls his upper body super tight to you. And if Adam tries to start reaching, even just with these grips, it can be tricky. Okay, so these are our basic like positioning tips before we get into our sweeps. Okay, our legs, okay, want to be triangled this way. Careful of the knee bar, don't get your legs dragged. This arm here, unlike the normal half guard, it doesn't actually matter as much, okay, if you're being underhooked. Okay, but I can use this free arm to break that grip, or, you know, I don't have to be as necessarily as careful as the normal half guard of being underhooked here. This arm is waist or collar. Now, very last thing, a common thing here is if Adam just goes back to the other side, look, I just am in underhook half guard, so I'm literally in as good a shape as I was when he goes over there. So if he goes over there, and I'm holding tight and I'm positioned good, I'm fine. If he goes back, I'm still fine. So he's not really gaining any ground once I understand both positions. Okay, but if he steps back and then he looks for this little space here before he goes, okay, now I could be in huge trouble, because when he goes back, he has that underhook, okay, and I'm completely screwed, okay? So instead of being overly concerned with pummeling on this arm, which would be your instinct, okay, in the half guard, you need to be more concerned with pummeling this arm, okay? So if Adam makes space here, okay, I want to try to make a block on this shoulder, okay, and then just put my hand inside. Okay, and I'm totally fine as long as my elbow is inside or my hand is inside. Okay, once he starts to go, okay, I'll have the underhook back and he'll be in the underhook half again. Okay, if I ignore it, okay, like so, and I just keep him tight to me, this is going to be a nightmare. Now he's in the worst position possible for passing. Okay, so I want you guys thinking more about defending this hidden underhook in here than this obvious underhook here. Okay, so if you feel your partner starting to pummel in there, look, just stay tight on that space and don't let him get in there. Okay, so go ahead, Adam. So look, this hand can keep the distance, and a lot of the time people will come back all the way to here. As long as I don't get underhooked, I'm totally fine. Okay, so as long as, just lift yourself up. As long as I'm tied here and there's no underhook, okay, I'm fine. If he backsteps, okay, I'm fine. Try to get it back there. Okay. Okay, and it's amidst all of this that we can look for our sweeping options. Okay, so pay attention to your legs, this arm here, and especially this space in here for the underhook. Okay, so those are your main basic positioning details. In the coming videos, we'll look at some sweeping options.